Hey everyone, so I'm finally getting around to making that commentary video for the strongman contest that I wanted to do 2 weeks ago now. Kind of lost track of the time, but I just really wasn't sure how to go about making this video. So you know how sometimes you just wake up and you're like, man, I'm going to do this, and everything comes together, whether you're working out, competing, doing something else, everything just falls into place. All of your training just comes through. You set PRs, you just go all out. You're so happy with your performance and you feel like everything just went right. You know how that feels? Yeah, this day was nothing like that. Not even a little bit like that. And this video is going to be pretty negative because even 3 weeks later, I'm still feeling pretty bad about how this went. So this may sound a little bit like whining, and if that's how you feel, so be it, because I feel like that. But this is not excuses. I can say that I did go out there and muscle-wise, I gave it everything I had. I did not leave anything in the tank. In fact, I re-injured my right rotator cuff. It's either a really bad sprain or strain or torn, teres minor. So right now, even 3 weeks later, I can't really do much, no overhead pressing. I can't bench unassisted. I did figure out I could do a little bit of work with a slingshot, so at least I have that. I can't really do face pulls, any sort of row with my arm, my elbow above. I mean, just that little bit right there hurts. You know, rotation is just no good. So, but back into the commentary, right? You guys don't care about my injuries. So, first thing that I did was make a bunch of mistakes. And it all started Friday night. Normally, or at least the last couple competitions, I knew that I was all pumped up and I wasn't going to be able to sleep, so I took a sleeping pill, which is not something I normally take. The only time I take a sleeping pill is when I can't sleep, which very rarely happens. And I decided this year, dude, I don't need it. I'm just going to go into this. I'll sleep just fine. I'm not nervous. I got this. Yeah, that was a terrible mistake. I woke up so many times, got maybe uninterrupted 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I was just in and out of bed, tossing and turning. So that was not a good start. Then I have a really big problem eating in the morning. It's something, if I try and eat a lot, I get nauseous and I puke, but I knew I had to eat something. So I attempted to make myself a shake with some avocados, a little bit of protein, and some bananas just for some energy. I took about 3 sips and I actually did puke up my 3rd sip. So, you know, no energy. I just went into it, whatever. I got this. Nothing at this point is going to slow me down. Everything's packed. You know, Brooke, my wife, did an awesome job helping me make sure everything was ready. Chairs and everything. This is the first contest I can say we went to where we had everything we needed, which was awesome. Brooke did a great job, and I really appreciate her. She's awesome, and I'm really lucky to have her. But when we were warming up, we were setting our yoke heights. The first yoke height I did, I set it pretty high. I was talking to Glenn. I thought, man, you know, maybe I should lower it down. So I wanted to go another run, and I got behind a couple of guys, and we took the weight to 545 for a warm-up run. And I went, it just felt terrible. Something felt off. My right something, lat, teres, trap, something, it just felt like the whole area seized up. It cramped. It was just terribly uncomfortable. I was trying to get it out while I was standing there. I didn't want to look like a wimp, you know, be a crybaby. And 2 guys went, and suddenly we noticed the guy who had done the right side of the yoke didn't put the pins in right. So the yoke was actually leaning. And I had been the first one to walk uneven with it, and walking with, you know, being crooked, that caused my muscles to seize up. So I went and foam rolled it. I took a anti-inflammatory, a prescription grade anti-inflammatory, icy hot on it. Brooke was nice enough to rub it all over me. And then she tried rolling it out. She used her elbow. I got a little ball roller. Nothing would make it go away. And it just was tight, felt like a Charlie horse all day. So I had to deal with that all day. Enough complaining about that, right? No, it's not. Because when we started the yoke was the event that I was the most worried about. I've never been able to walk 640 pounds more than halfway in my driveway. I know I can pick it all day long, but between my ankle injuries, my shin splints, and just being a baby, I can't walk with 640 pounds. So I went in there and I just hit it. I picked it up. I took 2 or 3 steps and the back just cramped up. It felt wrong and I slammed it down.
Judges ready, athletes ready, set, go!
Now this is where I can say at least my mind came through for me a little bit here, because I thought to myself, no, we are not setting this down and leaving here. We are going to finish this yoke. And I picked it up and I just went through all the way to the end.
Come on, Christian!
640 pounds, they got 60 seconds to complete this course. If they need all those 60 seconds, they can drop as many times as they wish. Both athletes have settled in, found their rhythm. All the way across, Durbin.
And I was really happy with that, but when I set it down crooked, and the front of the yoke hit and fell back on me. So I ended up having it go back past the line, 2 inches, had to pick it back up.
All the way across.
Come on, Christian! Woo!
Now, this is where I really am upset, and it just bothered me for the rest of the day. It comes to the farmers. The farmers is something that should not have been hard at all. I put a little bit of chalk on my hands from my bag before I picked up the yoke. But as I felt in my hands, I thought to myself, this feels wrong. It felt like baby powder. It was like maybe the wrong chalk was grabbed. I don't know, but it felt really slippery. And I kind of wiped it off a little bit. I thought to myself, well, it's no big deal, because when I set down the yoke, the chalk is right there on the finish line. I'm just going to put some chalk on, and then I'm going to do the farmers. It'll be real quick and easy, no problem. Because I messed up so badly on the yoke, that thought just left. I completely forgot about it. And I picked up the farmers and just dropped it. It just slipped through my hands, and instead of being smart and going and grab the chalk, it slipped again. I picked it up, it slipped again.
Come on, Glenn!
With the yoke, moving on to those farmers. Glenn's got plenty of time, 30 seconds left on the clock. Come on, Glenn.
Come on, Christian! Come on, Glenn!
Then I finally went back and got chalk. I'm not very fast, so I'm wasting all this time.
All the way across, Glenn. You got 15 seconds to finish that yoke.
When I finally picked up the farmers the 3rd time, it just felt perfect. It was like, okay, I got a good handle on this, and then I had 7 seconds left.
3,
Come on, guys!
2, 1, time.
So that sucked. All right, next event. Let's go into the overhead press. The overhead press was something that I am still really mad at myself. This is 100% my mistakes here. I just messed up. I don't know why. And you can watch here. I'm going to show you the first rep really good.
Athletes ready, set, go!
Come on, Christian!
Okay, so that was a good first rep, right? Now here's the second rep. This is where I mess up.
200 pounds.
Notice, I did not get the down command. I do not know what was going in my head. I don't know why I didn't wait for the down command. I don't know if I thought I heard it, or if I just forgot, or was trying to rush. I have no idea. But I did not get credit for the rep. I know I locked it out. I know I could have held it up there, but I didn't, and I don't know why.
Athletes fight for stability at the top. They must show control before the judge gives them a down call.
Good job!
Durbin's got his rhythm, making some reps. 200 pounds loaded into those 6.
Good job!
30 seconds remain.
Do it! Keep it up! Oh!
You can get it, come on. 20 seconds to go.
Come on, Christian! Push it!
seconds left. 3, 2, 1.
And that cost me the rep. And I was really hoping to get 6 reps on this event. Glenn did awesome. He did get 6 reps in this event, but I only got 5. I just did not have it in me, and that was just really disappointing. Now we go into the keg toss. Now the keg toss, this is something that the day of there was a weight change. This was not announced. Nobody knew about it, and unfortunately, I didn't train for it. Most of the guys didn't train for this. Even the ladies didn't train for this. The last keg was supposed to be 30 pounds. It was supposed to go 20, 20, 25, 25, 30, 30. And they decided the last keg was going to be 40 pounds. They called it the bonus keg. So obviously I didn't train for that, and I'm pretty sure that's where the torn rotator cuff came from. I just was trying to throw it way too much with my back and using the arms because I didn't have enough in the hip drive and the release. But this is where the mistake comes in. I'm going to show you the first throw.
Come on, Christian.
Judges ready. Athletes ready. Set. Go.
So on that first throw, you can see that I kind of looked back and waited for a second. It's because it went so crooked, I wasn't sure if it was going to count if I threw it past the uprights. So that cost me some time and went back into it. Now watch this rep here. Now you can see here that my highest point is several feet behind the top of the bar. This is where I made a mistake. I did not know that. I asked a couple people and they said I was good where I was standing, but I wasn't. I was wasting a lot of my height by standing too close to the bar.
Yeah, baby. Good job, Christian. Good job. Go, Christian. Woo!
So when I got to that 40-pound keg, I just did not have enough height. And you can see the first 2 reps, I hit the bottom of the bar.
Jordan's got plenty of time to figure it out. You got 30 seconds left.
Come on, Christian, you can do it.
Use your weight in your back. Use your hips. Your hips.
20 seconds.
Yeah, he's not moving. He's all arm.
15 to go.
Come on.
110. And enough is enough for Durbin. Great effort.
Good job.
I fully believe if I would have taken 2 steps forward, I would have gotten it over the bar. And that just drives me nuts. I feel like I left it there and I could have gotten it. I should have gotten it. And I'm just really disappointed. I really wanted to get all 6 kegs on that event. So I wasn't really happy with that. Next event was the car deadlift. And the car deadlift, they said it was going to be around 455. Now, keep in mind, this is always guesswork. I went and helped them set up 2 weeks prior to the event, and then I lifted it the day of the event. And I can tell you, it was not 455 pounds. It was definitely more than that. I'm going to say that it was somewhere between 485 and 515. I myself think it was closer to 500, 505. That's really what it felt like to me. And I am happy with 3 reps. That is a all-time PR for me in terms of reps with that weight. Whether it's 495, well, 495 would not be a PR, but whether it's 500, 505, 515, any of those for 3 reps would be a PR. This is also the first time that I've done a car deadlift with the bar in front, which is a very different technique.
Ready, set, go!
Christian!
150 pounds, 1 attempt apiece, 1 rep apiece. Here we go, 2 and 2.
Good job, looking good. Yeah, let's go.
Jason's getting a good rhythm here. He's got 3. Here comes Chris with 3. 4 for Jason.
Come on. You
Chris looking
can
to
do it.
grind on number 4. There's number 5 for Jason.
Let's go. Come on.
Here comes 6. 30 seconds left.
Lots of time. Come on.
Come on, Jason.
Come on, buddy. You got
seconds to go. 6 reps your leader.
Push it.
10 seconds. Enough is enough.
So I was really happy with that. Could I have gotten a 4th rep if my back wasn't messed up? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm being a baby about it, but I really think I just gave everything I had to get the 3 reps, and I was really happy with that. That is the only event that I can say I was actually happy with. And now on to the last event. I don't know if I want to talk about the last event. The stones. Ooh. I'm still mad at myself. Ugh. I do not know what happened with the stones, and I am still mad. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm still mad. That first stone, the 240-pound stone, is something that I've picked up with no tacky in practice multiple times for multiple reps. Never had a problem with it at all. It slipped out of my hands with tacky on. Like how? I do not know why that happened. Like I got a couple of different theories. Maybe it was the arm and the shoulder. Maybe it was because I was tired from the car to left. I don't know what, but I wasn't feeling tired or sore. It just slipped. And then to make matters worse, I tried to catch it in midair, and I did, and it threw my shoulder way out, threw me off balance. I almost fell over, so I had to drop it. I wasted a good 10 plus seconds right there, which kills you. This is for time, and I messed up. And then so I picked it up, and I'm just rushing it, and when you rush, bad things happen. Finally got it up there. It looked terrible. I was just out of the zone.
Judges ready. Set. Go.
Come on, Tony, get up there. Come on, Christian.
240 for the first.
Come on, Christian.
Handle on that. Big pop-up.
Yeah.
Problem on the left.
But then I went to 280. Now, for those of you who haven't seen some other videos, I have done a 280 at my gym. My 280 is only 18-inch diameter. This is a 20-inch diameter 280. I've never been able to successfully pick up a 20-inch stone no matter what the weight is.
Come on, Tony. Lap it. Come on. Push it. Yeah, come on. Good job.
There we go.
I was really happy I got that stone. So that's a PR for me, especially a contest PR. I'm happy with that. Now the 300-pound stone. This is where I made another mistake in the day. It was covered in dirt. It was covered in rocks. I got it off the ground. Like, wow, yeah, man, I got this. I can pick this up. And then it slipped. And I felt it. You can see I kind of tried moving around. All my tacky was gone. I had nothing left. But instead of running over, I even had my brother standing there with tacky. He showed up and he wanted to hold the tacky for me. I didn't go get it. I don't know why. I just tried to pick the stone up again. And sure enough, it fell out of my hands again.
Now we're going to jump up to 300 pounds. That's 300. 40 seconds off the clock.
Come on, Christian.
Halfway there, 45 seconds.
Oop.
15 seconds to go.
You can do it.
Both men looking to hold that 300-pound stone.
Come on.
5, 4, 3.
Good job, guys.
1. Time.
Woo.
So just not happy. And you know, overall, I placed the best that I've ever placed when you look at the total number of competitors. So that's something. And you know, I did okay on the car deadlift, so that's good. But I'm just so upset with how many mistakes I made. I can't be happy with my performance because mental mistakes, technique mistakes just really messed me up. Not paying attention to make sure that the yoke was set at the right pin heights. That messed me up all day long, and just constantly having that tight no matter what I did really just messed with my mind all day, and that is no one's fault but my own. So, you know, make sure when you guys are competing or whether you're just working out in the gym, check that stuff. Make sure your clips are on, your safeties are set at the right height, you've got the bar loaded correctly. You know, too many times has that happened to me, and I should know better. I should know better and check this stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. Next year, none of these mistakes are going to happen. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn from this. And I'm going to have a video out shortly going over some of the plans for what's coming up for me and what I'm going to be dealing with for this right shoulder. But as always, thank you all for the support. Thank you all for, you know, encouraging me and being with me through this journey. And I apologize that this commentary has been so long coming. As always, go lift something heavy.